Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Never myself. And nothing else. And I can do this. Welcome in. I'm gonna tell you my sons to be satisfied. Be simple. Hey Ginger, what's up? How was your day? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Nothing, just exhausted. Been working nonstop for 2 weeks. How about you? That's my song. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you like, share, and follow, and become a free fan club member. Welcome in, everybody. We'll start in just a minute. We'll get started with the channel messages and then into the read. And then I put in the box to the side the new gifts to do for this month and next month. So we have, if you want a private session, then you can book a private session for $100. That's with me for a whole hour. That's for a private reading by yourself. And then gift the sunglasses for a yes or no question, the galaxy for a 3-card pool, and then an airplane for a longer session live. All right, one more minute and we'll get started. All right, it is August 23rd. It's Sunday here in Texas, and it is 8:07 p.m. Let me see. All right, so my name is Dr. Tabby Cat. I am a transpersonal counselor, spiritual counselor. I deal with the mind, body, and soul. I help people heal from inner child wounds. I help them go through the dark night of the soul through their awakening. And I also help with any PTSD or anxiety, sound healing, energy healing, anything like that, and spiritual. And then also, like I said, we're going to do the channel messages and then the main read. And then I have in the box the new gifts for this month and next month that we're going to go by, which is the sunglasses for the yes and no question, the galaxy for a 3-card pool, the airplane for a longer session live, and then if you want a personal reading, it's $100 in private for a full hour. Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, Zach. All right, so let's get started with the channel messages. Maybe that's sitting on it. All right, maybe now you guys can hear me better. Okay, the channel messages are, we have somebody either who is a doctor or who goes by Dr. J. It says that they are a whore on OnlyFans. Okay, so whoever goes by Dr. J or is a doctor and they go by J as their name. All right, they're a whore on OnlyFans, so apparently they do a side gig or a full-time job on OnlyFans. And then we have Fred, Dom, and Ben. Questions in November during the night. Okay, so Fred, Dom, and what is this? What? What is that? Okay, I don't know what that was about, but anyways. All right, well, the haters can keep complaining. I'm still going. All right, Fred, Dom, and Ben were queuing through questions in November during the night. Snuck Shay and you in the bay with Kate and lied on Jim about being a VIP in November, driving a Buick car in Pennsylvania, making an LP hit called Some Laugh, smoking a cigar, feeling like a whiz, streaming off of Dickie's backside. Okay, then we have Venus twice, and that's in Cancer, and it's talking about physical and mental attraction to a loyal to nature person. Then we have Sag and Moon sign with habitual patterns exposing the truth. Then we have 11 11 11 in Aquarius, so you could be seeing 11 11 11. All right, and that deals with friends, groups, and the community. Then we have Aries in reverse, not letting things go, or to go toward your north node. So somebody who is an Aries is not surrendering in order to move toward their north node. Capricorn in the fourth house, Cancer, possessions, and anything dealing with the household. And Capricorn's also about work. So somebody may work from home. Okay. And then we have the fifth and the first house and Pluto, which is Leo and Aries, lessons being played out and modernizing your lifestyle. Aquarius, South Node with Capricorn. Longing for commitment and spiritual gifts. And then when I was meditating, there was a lot of the red flashing lights, and those are usually a warning for something. So I had pulled some cards to see what the warning was, so we'll get into that real quick, and then we'll get into the read. And then, like I said, just pay attention to the, what is that? Hold on. Let me see what that was. What? Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Okay. So let's see. So with the red flashes and the warning, I got twin flames. Or I asked who was it about, and it's about a twin flame partner who is pulling on the heartstrings and being playing mind games, and is filled with rage, which rage is the color red, and so is pulling on the heartstrings. So there is a twin flame out there that is upset with rage right now about something, and they are trying to play mind games and pull on the heartstrings. And so when I pulled more cards to find out what was going on, so the twin flame that it is the divine masculine. They are either an air sign or they're dealing with an air sign. They are enraged right now because they are in a commitment. They're already married, and they want to take a risk and be sneaky to come toward their other twin flame. So that's kind of where the rage is coming from. Whoever they're committed to, then they're not happy about it. They want out of that in order to come toward their twin flame. So we're going to just see if we can get a little more information on this and why it was coming up in the meditation. All right. So let's see. Can you give me more on this twin flame, divine masculine marriage situation and why they're enraged? All right. It says that they're confused, feeling lost and wanting to run away, and then they want to call and hear their twin flame's voice. So they're enraged right now with the situation that they're in. It's probably a runner situation where they ran away from the twin flame and now they're wanting to come back because they thought that they could stop thinking about the twin flame, which usually happens. There's a runner and a chaser. And they found out that when they cut the other twin flame off, that it just made matters worse. And then especially when they got married to this other person who is not their twin flame, they realized that all it did was make them have more feelings and think more personally about the twin flame. So now they're confused because they want to call and hear the twin flame's voice, but you know, they really can't step out of the marriage as well without causing issues. So can I have some more on this twin flame issue? Twin flame situation. Is there any more you can tell us? All right, so they could also be dealing with an earth sign, or that could be you. That's the earth sign. They're in regret about what they did around the summertime, which is probably getting married. Yeah, to a new boo. And they thought that they thought this other person was good vibes, high vibes. They thought basically that they were the twin flame, but they're not. They're a false twin flame. And now they're having anxiety and they're feeling closed off. They admire the twin flame that they're not with. They're having uncontrollable desires for their twin flame that they cannot help. They have responsibilities with this new marriage. They probably have children together. And they're basically tired of being a people pleaser. So they want to get away from this false marriage, who they thought was the real person, but they're not. Yeah, they're having obsessive thoughts and dreams about the twin flame and regretting this third party situation and this family situation now that they feel stuck in. They're feeling guarded because they still have past traumas that they have to heal. They really want to come back into reconciliation and union with the twin flame. They feel like this other twin flame is going to have options. All right. Okay. So, let's see. So what's the advice for this twin flame? What's the advice? Basically, they're just going to keep reminiscing over photos and having emotions and being triggered and unsatisfied in the relationship they're in. Basically, until their secrets come out. Something around the fall keeps coming up, so something might happen in this fall. All right. And they do want to visit the divine femme, their twin flame, their partner. And they feel like that would be justice. They feel like they're denying them self-love by not coming through to be with their twin flame. All right, so that was on the channel messages I got while meditating. And then for the week read, we'll just get on in and see, what's going on about the weekly read, or what's going on this week coming up. All right. So, and remember, I have the box up there with the new gifts in exchange for a yes and no question is the glasses. And then if you want a 3-card pool, it's the Galaxy. And then the airplane for a longer session live. Or if you want a personal session, it's $100 and private for an hour. Why does that keep saying the microphone's blocked? Oh. There. Hopefully you can hear me. It keeps saying the microphone's out. All right, so the energy for this week coming up. Let's get some energy for this week coming up. And we'll do Monday through Friday. The energy. Give me the energy for Monday through Friday this week of what the collective needs to know. Monday through Friday. What does the collective need to know? Why is it saying that? All right, give me Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So the energy for the week, we have Monday, number 33, with nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. Number 33 could be significant, or the number 6, or the number 0. Hold on just a second. Why? Oh. Can you guys hear me? All right. So then Tuesday we have number 10 with red and forgive. So again, with the red color is significant. So we have the red roses. Roses are the highest vibrational flower that there is. So if you want to liven up your home, roses are always a good thing. And then she also has tomatoes as well. So red is the color for tonight's reading. Then we have number 32 with escapist. Come home to yourself. All right, again with the red on the card. And then we have number 34 with voyage. You already have all the answers. Okay, and then the last one is number 25, mural. Be your own first priority. She's painting. The yellow is for the solar plexus. All right, and that's number 25. So 25, 34, 32, 10, and 33 could be significant. All right, so that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So let's see what we need to know. Give me something for Monday with nostalgia for the collective. A Monday with nostalgia, number 33. Monday with nostalgia. Give me more on the energy for Monday with nostalgia. And we have, pregnancy might be significant on Monday, or if you can't get pregnant, then it can be the birth of a new project. All right, so give me something on Tuesday with red and forgive. Give me something for Tuesday, red and forgive. All right, we got divine feminine, signs, and decisions. All right, so there may be a decision to make on Tuesday for the divine feminine, and you will be receiving signs for that. And remember, both men and women, we all carry the feminine and masculine energy, so it could be for either or. All right, give me some energy for Wednesday with the escapist. Wednesday with the escapist. Need something for Wednesday with the escapist. What's this energy for Wednesday, the escapist? We have an air sign. So an air sign may be significant with secrets. So she's writing in a journal. So an air sign may be writing some secrets, either that they're holding or secrets on a project, into their journal on Wednesday. All right, let's get something for Thursday with voyage. Give me something for voyage on Thursday. You already have all the answers. Thursday, voyage. Thursday, voyage. All right, we have closed off. Anxiety, refuse to give in, silence within. So somebody, you or another person, could be closed off on Thursday and maybe giving somebody the silent treatment. Give me something for Friday with mural. Be your own first priority. Give me something for Friday with mural. Something for Friday with mural. Give me something for Friday with mural, number 25. Be your own first priority. Mural. What's the energy for Friday, please and thank you. Mural for Friday. Okay, for Friday with the mural, we have fire signs, Leo, Sag, and Aries, and emotions clashing like waves. So there could be a fire sign that is having some vast emotions that are popping up, and they may want to utilize that energy and put it into artwork. All right, so let's get tarot and let's see what's going on for Monday. So Monday is number 33, nostalgia. Focus on the here and the now. And then we got pregnancy. So let's see. Tell me about Monday with nostalgia and pregnancy. What's this energy for Monday with nostalgia and pregnancy? Nostalgia and pregnancy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Please and thank you. What's this energy for Monday? Nostalgia and pregnancy. Nostalgia and pregnancy. Give me something for nostalgia and pregnancy for Monday. What is this about? This could just be two friends, feminines out, or it could be masculines too, out with a friend, drinking coffee and reminiscing about a pregnancy or a child or a new project. Give me something for nostalgia and pregnancy. Clarify pregnancy for Monday. All right, so for Monday with pregnancy and nostalgia, we got the Empress, which is known to have the pregnant belly. And it says there is beauty to be found in every experience. And she's actually holding and nursing a baby, and she's surrounded by red roses. And then we also have Ace of Swords, which is the truth. And it says, look at you. You're bursting with sparkly new ideas. So, like I said, if you cannot get pregnant, not looking to get pregnant, then you are birthing a new idea on Monday. All right? And you're having nostalgia about it, thinking about it. All right, so let's see. Give me more on the Empress and the Ace of Swords for Monday with pregnancy. Clarify more of the Empress and the Ace of Swords and pregnancy on Monday. Clarify the Empress and the Ace of Swords and pregnancy. Clarify the Empress, Ace of Swords, and pregnancy. Clarify the Empress, Ace of Swords, and pregnancy for Monday. Thank you, Holy Spirit. What's this Empress and Ace of Swords? Clarify the Empress and the Ace of Swords. Please and thank you. So definitely red is going to be important and pertinent to this week. Red roses are important. Yellow for the solar plexus is important. And then air signs and fire signs are important for this week. And then we have the Two of Cups. Some people are like pumpkin to your spice. So there's going to be options. Okay, again, they're drinking coffee as well. So you have two cards with two feminines drinking coffee. That could be significant for Monday. Somebody could be out drinking coffee. And then you have the two cards dealing either with pregnancy or a newborn child. So that's definitely going to be relevant. So I feel like there's gonna be some talk going on, some chit chat, some gossip about a pregnancy with someone. And I'm not sure if it's over who the father is, or if the person doesn't know who the father is, or if they stated that someone is the father and they're not. But there's definitely lots of gossip going around town about this person, possibly someone with red hair that had a baby. And everyone wants to know the truth about this situation and what's actually going on, because the Two of Cups is options. So maybe there was two suitors that could be the father of this pregnancy or this baby that was born. This one says entrapment, so maybe the mother figure or the father feels like they're trying to be entrapped. But whatever it is, a tower is going to happen. And it's going to shake up the foundation. Okay. Give me, why do we need to know this for Monday? All right, so we need to know this for Monday is because a Knight of Wands, which is sometimes you have to be willing to bend the rules a little. And a Knight of Wands is that player energy, that in and out, that cold and hot energy. So this mother figure could have gotten pregnant by a player energy, but in fact, she's saying the baby is by somebody else, either that she's in a relationship with, or she's choosing to say that the pregnancy and the baby is by somebody that is more stable. And that's why this person is saying that it feels like an entrapment, because she basically just wants money. Yeah, it's definitely going around the community. The entire community is talking about this. And somebody's calling judgment. Okay. So what is the outcome of this? Or what's the advice here for Monday? What's the advice for Monday with this situation? What do they need to know for Monday with this situation? What do they need to know? All right. Well, the Nine of Pentacles, pause and savor the results of your success. So, yeah, somebody's just looking for the easy way out, the easiest way to make money. And according to the community, they're doing it by having a baby or having this pregnancy and saying it's by somebody else instead of the Knight of Wands. They're probably saying it's a King of Pentacles who is stable and has money. All right. So basically Monday, there's going to be a talk of the town situation going on for someone. This doesn't resonate for everybody. This can probably only resonate for a few people. But that is what's going on Monday. All right. So let's see for Tuesday. We have red with forgive. And then we have divine feminine is receiving telepathic messages, signs, and synchronicities on a decision that they need to make. So let's find out what that's about. Give me Tuesday. What's going on Tuesday with red and forgive and divine feminine signs and decisions? What's going on Tuesday with divine femme signs and decisions and red and forgive? What is this Tuesday with the red and forgive, divine femme signs, decisions? Divine femme signs and decisions and red and forgive. All right. We have the magician. You have everything you need to do anything you want. And then we have number 15 with toxic wishes. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. So we have witches and a magician both coming out. So the male and the female. And it's saying red with forgive and divine feminine. You're receiving telepathic messages to help you in a decision. And we have fast communication coming through for the downloads from source. Somebody could like to drink red wine. Hearts could be significant. Crows, stars. We have 3 females, again, in a group of people that are toxic witches, and then the magician. So on the positive side, the divine femme, you have what it takes to manifest your dreams. You have all the tools you need. But then you have the occult, which is on the other side, that do dark work, that are trying to come against you and spiritually attack you. Now, the best way to handle that is just say to the universe that you forgive them and that you're going to use your manifesting abilities to transmute the negative energy into positive. Okay? Tell me more on this situation with the toxic witches. What's this toxic witches about for Tuesday? Toxic witches. Toxic witches. Clarify. Justice. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out fine. So, as long as you manifest and transmute all negative energy into positive, you will get justice on these toxic people in the community that are talking bad about you. And it says to be your own authority, be in your emperor energy, because that emperor takes action. Okay. All right. So what's their advice for Tuesday? What's the advice for Tuesday with the toxic wishes and magician and emperor and justice? What's their advice for Tuesday? All right, so your advice for Tuesday is the Page of Pentacles. When life gives you lemons, make enchanted lemonade. So focus on your projects, focus on your offers that are coming in, and don't worry about the community of people and what they have to say because they're not paying your bills, basically. Yeah, and remember, every morning is another day to make a brand new beginning. So if you didn't like yesterday, you're waking up tomorrow and making it a new day. All right, and the 6 of Wands. You will be celebrated. So don't worry about the conflict that these toxic witches are trying to speak on your name. Use your intuition. And remember, you are the Queen of Pentacles. You are in control of your life. You make your money. And do some self-reflection. All right. So that is for Tuesday. So just remember, when you forgive people, doesn't mean that you have to forget what they've done. You're just forgiving them to get it off your shoulders so that you can move forward. All right, now Wednesday we have the Escapist with air signs and secrets. All right. What's going on Wednesday with Escapist and air signs and secrets? What's this air signs and secrets? The King of Cups. Excuse me. Always compose yourself before giving a response. The King of Cups is somebody who is emotionally balanced. All right, that's a water sign. They deal with the emotions, just like the blue in her shirt. So whatever secrets that you're putting in this journal, that is an outlet. If you're feeling emotionally unbalanced, journaling can help you remain balanced. And who knows, it may be something you're passionate about by writing in your journal. And it could be a family situation or a stability situation. You could be dealing with a mother or a baby mother situation. But always remember to pull back your energy from negativity and to treat yourself. Remember, you are strong. And always give yourself compassion. So what is the advice for Wednesday with these air signs and secrets? What's the advice for Wednesday with the air signs and secrets? What's the advice for Wednesday with the air signs and secrets, please? And thank you. All right, so the advice for Wednesday is remember to stay happy and enjoy life. That's number one. And remember, you can complete a cycle and close out negative cycles in order to start brand new ones. And if anybody's trying to start conflict with you of any kind, you don't have to get involved with that. And there is a difference between positive conflict and negative conflict. And here they're actually having positive conflict. They're talking it out reasonably and they're not fighting. So on Wednesday, if there's any type of conflict, try to stay positive about it. All right. Now let's go to Thursday, which is voyage and closed off. Let's see what you're closed off about on Thursday. Clarify voyage and closed off. Clarify voyage and closed off for Thursday. Bless me. Clarify voyage and closed off. All right, so for Thursday, for voyage and closed off, you have the cozy witch, which is that leap of faith with the fool, and then you have the magician. So you have all the tools to take a leap of faith to something new. If you want to take a trip across the world, you have the tools to do that. It's saying do not stay closed off to new offers, new ideas, because you can miss your blessings that way if you do. All right. And it says to be passionate about these new offers that will be coming into you. You will definitely be in your boss mode. And also don't forget to have patience. Don't rush things. Let them happen naturally. Go with the flow, surrender. And then always learn new things. If you gain information that will help you in whatever endeavor that you're headed toward, whatever new offer it is. All right, give us the advice for Thursday. What's the advice for Thursday? What is the advice for Thursday? What's the advice for Thursday with closed off and voyage? What should the collective do for Thursday with voyage and closed off? What is their advice for Thursday? All right, your advice is the Hierophant. Remember, tradition is important, but you don't always have to follow what your parents did for work or careers. You can take your own path. All right, so that is your advice for Thursday. And let's see about Friday. All right, Friday, we have mural, fire signs, and emotions. Clarify fire signs, emotions, and mural. Clarify fire signs, emotions, and mural. Hey. All right, we have the Page of Cups. Somebody could be calling or coming in with an apology that could make you emotional. And then we also have the Page of Pentacles. So they could be coming in with an apology and communication about a new small offer. It could be from a Knight of Cups, somebody who is loving. All right, and it could be over some type of teamwork that they want you to join in on, and it'll be a way for you to expand your horizons and get your name out there in order to be seen by the world. So that could be a very good offer to take on Friday, especially if you're a fire sign. And this will make you emotional when you get this offer. You'll be very excited. What's the advice on Friday? All right, so your advice is definitely both passionate fire sign cards. Stay passionate with whatever it is you're passionate about. When you get this offer, continue with that passion because it will be something that is your purpose to do and that will help you bring in money and get the exposure that you need to get. So let's say you're an influencer and you're trying to get exposed to more people. Well, this offer will help you do that. All right. Okay. All right, so like I said, if you did the sunglasses, that's to answer a yes or no question. One yes or no question. If you did the galaxy, that's for a 3-card pool. And if you did the airplane, that's for a longer session live here on the live. Or if you want a personal reading, it's $100. You DM me, and that will be an hour-long personal read, a full hour. So let's see. All right, so go ahead and get your gifts up there if you want me to answer a question. The sunglasses are for a 1 yes or no question. The galaxy is for a 3-card pool, and the airplane is for a longer reading live. Or you can DM me for a personal 1-hour read for $100. No, I don't do the pregnancy questions or the health questions. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Thanks for following. All right, so get your sunglasses up there if you want a yes or no question. Galaxy for a 3-card pool, and the airplane for a longer session on here live. If you want a question answered, send the sunglasses gift over for a yes or no question. Or the galaxy for a 3-card pool. Or the airplane for a longer session. Thank you all for the likes and shares and the follows. Thanks to everyone that's joined the free fan club. All right. Well, I thank you guys for joining tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Hope you guys have a blessed night and be safe and stay prayed up and keep up with your meditations and your affirmations.